In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to perform acyclic objects configuration, as well as executing homing and a basic position move for a single-phase actuator. For this demo, we select an SMAC LCA25 single-phase actuator. Before we go any further, make sure that the STO is disabled, for example, by performing a jumper wire connection, as shown here in the manual of VLC-ETC. Now we can open up a TwinCAD project and go to the list of acyclic objects under the COE Online tab belonging to the VLC-ETC. Now we are going to configure some of the acyclic objects. For the general single-phase actuators, make sure that the phase and sense setting is set to 0. Also, that the commutation phase is set to 27307. As for the other acyclic objects pertaining to PID settings as well as homing parameters, these are actuator specific. Contact SMAC to obtain the VLC-ETC acyclic object configuration values for a given actuator. For now, we will configure the acyclic objects meant for the LCA25 single-phase actuator, which we already have here. Now, as the last step, we are going to save the acyclic object values which have been set here into the flash memory of VLC-ETC, and this can be done by double-clicking on Save All Parameters object and set its value to 1. Now, considering that the free run state of VLC-ETC has been activated as demonstrated in the previous video, and we can also see that the current actual value is varying, indicating that the free run state is active, we are now going to execute the homing. For that, right-click on the modes of operation and then select Online Write, and then set the value to 6, which corresponds to homing operation mode. Next, change the control word value to 2. This will execute the homing motion, and it can also be seen that the actuator shaft is moving. Furthermore, we can see the status word value here becomes 91, and the status word value of 91 means that bit 6 of the status word is equal to 1. And in the manual, if we look into the table of status word bits, we can see that if bit 6 is equal to 1, then homing was successful. Now we are going to perform a position move. For that, change the modes of operation to 1, corresponding to absolute position move. And now we can specify the profile, velocity, acceleration, and set point. Let's say for the profile velocity, we set it to 500,000. And for the profile acceleration, we set it to 10,000. And for set point, we set to 10,000. Now, change the control word value to 1, which is idle, and then change it back to 2. Now we should see that there is a motion happening on the actuator, and we can also see here that the position actual value now is 10,000, which is close to the set point.